Are you a business owner who's been struggling to develop and stick to a simple structure for your business videos? If you are, that's what we're covering on today's episode of How to Shoot Video for Your Business. Roll the bumper. G'day guys, my name is Bruce Garrett. I'm the owner of GingerBeARD Media. GingerBeARD Media is a video production company based in Perth, Western Australia, and you're tuning into one of our episodes of How to Shoot Video for Your Business. As the title would suggest, we're here to give some free educational resources to business owners about how to better shoot video for their business. We're a YouTube series, it's a Facebook group, we're a podcast. You can find more information on our website about what we talk about, but essentially wherever you're consuming content and however you're consuming content, then we're out there and available for you as free resources. If this is something that's of interest to you, then do all that social media stuff that you need to do, like, comment, subscribe, and follow along, because yeah, we really do want to help you guys out to shoot more video for your business. Anyway, enough with that waffle and on with this episode. In this episode of How to Shoot Video for Your Business, I'm talking about a simple structure for your next business video. Because I think as creators, we kind of get very focused on gear, what camera are we using, what lights are we using, what's our audio like, but we often overstep and kind of don't really develop enough the storyline of the video, and that's where our point gets missed. Now, when I say storyline or story, business owners can get confused because when we say story in video or film, they're often thinking about, this is a drama and there's maybe, two opposing characters and how do they come together? But it's not really relevant for business owners. So in this particular context, story really means, what are the messages that we're trying to communicate in our video to our potential target market? So in this video, I'm going to give you a structure to follow for your next business video that I think will be of use. But at first, I wanted to talk about why you should have some structure in your next business video. So what are my top 2 reasons for having structure? The first one is simple. We need to keep viewers engaged, and if we waffle on, we don't have a process and a structure to stick to, our videos are going to be all over the place. We're going to lose our viewer. They're not going to follow along, and it's going to be a schmozzle. The second and probably more important one for you guys is around time. If we don't have a structure, we don't have a plan, then it's likely, and when I say likely, I mean it's really going to happen, that your shoot, your edit, it's all going to overrun. You're not necessarily going to end up with something. So yeah, I've talked about planning a lot in videos, and it doesn't stop in this episode, but planning is important, and part of planning is having a structure to follow to make sure that you don't waste time on this sort of stuff. You're efficient and productive. But anyway, enough with that waffle, and let's get into what is this video structure. So our first piece is going to be our hook or problem. The biggest problem that we have as video creators on social media is that social media is so fast-paced. So many people are, ready and quick to scroll past, which means that if we don't get in quickly, we will lose those people altogether. So I think the easiest way to retain people's engagement on your video is to kind of quantify your lead before they even start, and we do that with a hook or problem. Think about viewers are the same as leads in that they need to be qualified, and we can do some self-qualification by quickly identifying what this video content is about and whether they're the right person to be watching it. So for us, putting a hook or problem out there will help that person to understand whether this video is really right for them. So you remember back at the beginning of the video when I said, are you a business owner who's been struggling to develop and stick to a simple structure for your business videos? If you are, that's what we're covering on today's episode of How to Shoot Video for Your Business. So that's my example of a hook or problem. I have qualified that person to watch the video by giving them perhaps something that they're looking for and saying we're going to solve it. We've now kind of hooked them in by saying, this is a particular problem and there is some content within this video that may be of interest to you. Part 2 is our intro, and that's where we've kind of got our viewers' kind of interest, and now we're able to build the relationship a little bit more by introducing ourselves and perhaps building some trust with the viewer for them to be like, why am I watching this person who's going to talk to me for X amount of minutes? Like, what's my trust to say they're actually going to solve it? Now with this, we need to be careful that we don't spend 15 minutes talking about ourselves, and instead it's that elevator elevator pitch. We really want a quick summary as to who we are, what we do, and why they should listen to you. So for me, my intro was this. G'day guys, my name is Bruce Garrett. I'm the owner of GingerBeard Media. GingerBeard Media is a video production company based in Perth, Western Australia, and you're tuning into one of our episodes of how to shoot video for your business. In part 3 of our structure, we want to start talking about the solution. They know who we are, they know that we might have some information, but if we don't move to this point quick enough, we're probably going to lose them. So I think it's a good opportunity to summarize the problem a little bit more than that hook where we're just saying something exists. We perhaps explain why the problem exists and reassure people that it's pretty normal and you've got some thoughts around how you can solve that. In our 4th step, we move into the guts of the video. By this point, we've probably lost everyone who wasn't interested, they've clicked the wrong video, they don't like how you style your hair, what clothes you wear, whether you've got a beard or not. But at this point, people are just getting into the meat. So we really need to give them that content that satisfies them to say like, hey, this is why I clicked on the video in the first place. This is where, and I cannot stress this enough, that you need to provide value to your viewer, because if they don't, it's very simple to hit the back button. Sometimes the easiest way to do this is perhaps a top 5 of something or a structured process like we're going through in this sort of step-by-step as to how we structure a video. Now, before I get into the last point of the structure of the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, if you're not following along on the podcast, if you're not part of our Facebook group, then what are you doing? Like, why not consider joining up so that you can get more support from us, you can make sure that you're staying in tune with the episode, and you continue on learning exactly for free. Okay, so our 5th and final step is that we need to provide a summary and a call to action. So this is a good opportunity to bring together all of the points that you've talked around. You know, for us, this is the fact that we've talked through a hook or a problem, and then we've moved into an introduction of ourselves, we've moved into a summary of the problem, we've moved into the guts of the video, and now we're doing the wrap up. So it's a good opportunity for you to wrap up your video and then provide a call to action. What is your call to action? It's whatever you want it to be. But the honest truth is, if you don't ask people to subscribe or like or call you, email you, get in touch, then they're unlikely to. It sounds really obvious. You think that you would put a video out there, someone would see, and they'd see that's a direct advertisement as to what service you're providing, and therefore they would call you, but they don't. So you need to give them an instruction to make sure that they follow through as you wish. Finally, did you notice how I held the video up for the last piece of content by asking you guys to subscribe or like the channel and things like that? Now, before I get into the last point of the structure of the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, and that is a good point to make, which is often if we leave our call to action to the end of a video, then people will feel like it's wrapping up, and therefore they will already back out of the video because they've already had the content from you. So in this case, by putting a little bit of a holder in there and saying there's more to come, it's a bit like a tease before an ad break so that people don't just disappear off and turn the TV off. So there you have it. There's my quick and simple structure for your next business video. As ever, I hope this video has been useful. If it has, do all those social things, give us a sub, give us a like, chuck us a comment. If you've got questions, love to hear them as well. But as ever, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been of use, and I will see you in the next episode. GingerBeard Media. Get on, beard.